If there's one thing about living with a disability that I wish more people knew, is that there is a big difference between being disabled enough to be discriminated against and denied opportunities due to a disability and being disabled enough to get help. It doesn't take much for you to be considered too disabled to accommodate in the workplace or at education facilities, but it takes a lot for you to be considered disabled enough to get any help whatsoever. And so a lot of disabled people fall into this massive chasm of a hole where they can't find stable employment, they can't get a good education because they are too disabled to accommodate, but they also can't get things like disability pension or the NDIS because they're not disabled enough. And even if you manage to meet the incredibly strict criteria to get one type of help with your disabilities, chances are you won't meet the criteria for other types of help. For example, I'm considered disabled enough to be on disability pension, but I am the wrong type of disabled for NDIS funding. So even though the government has recognised that I am disabled to a point of not being able to work and have given me a disability pension because of it, I can't get funding for things like mobility aids or support workers or home modifications or anything that might help me actually live with my disabilities. And people quite often try and use your inability to access support as evidence that you aren't really that disabled, not knowing that our system just makes it impossible to get help even when you are being marginalised and discriminated against due to your disabilities. And all of this just makes it so much harder for us to actually live good lives when we have disabilities.